Tapping back in, man, and it seems that MILK74 is moving on to some new blogosphere ops. We know Milk loves bringing them reactions, loves diving into character flaws in certain individuals, and it seems his latest op in this blogosphere-ish is Gface, man. Gface was a guy, when I first became aware of him in the blogosphere, was that whole situation with snoopybadazz, which getting into character flaws and suspicious-ish that just doesn't add up for a gangster, a gang-banging king of Compton. To say the least. That's a whole nother story. There's a lot of inconsistencies and just ish that don't add up. He ain't no mathematician. Neither is his background. And Gface brought that phone call to the table with, it was like the guy, we all believed it. Don't cap. Everyone at first believed that was the man that was behind them bars, for Snoop, behind the case that snoopybadazz informed to the law on, which when you're in them streets G'd up head to toe, into that gang life and all that, you ain't supposed to do that, right? But then Street TV came out and said, no. The dude that's in prison behind that case, his name is Darian Doster. He is black. This guy that Gface called up is a Mexican dude, and that ain't it. It don't add up. And even after all that, Gface popped back up on No Jumper, and he got into it with snoopybadazz, and on. The situation carries on. But like when they asked him about that, who was that on that call? What does he have to do with snoopybadazz situation? It was like he was still trying to push a line that was like another situation where he told on him for something. I don't know. It's just crazy. But my point is, I first became aware of him then. But if you follow the trail, man, shout out to the Ninoverse. They have a video. That gentleman has a video that he did that touches on some of the same stuff Milk is getting at here. There was all kinds of questions, about this dude, not necessarily being truthful about a lot of his background story, because as we always point out, some cats are just playing a character, some cats are just trolling. Gface and snoopybadazz are both dudes that stand on like, we're really living this. We're the realest ones around, from the pen to the streets to the music to the blogosphere. Ain't no half-stepping and, things of that nature. But peep it, Milk, based on this post that we're seeing, is saying that Gface set it off. He's the one that wanted that digital smoke in the blogosphere with Milk, because Milk says, clown, keep milk out your mouth. You purchase fake followers on the gram, you a hood hopper, you're on paperwork, Yuri, right? And then, again, this is stuff that we've seen out there. I don't think the Ninoverse video got into that side of things. The fact that Gface told on someone, or, he got on the stand himself and did some stuff that is not looked at by, the streets as being thorough. Ninoverse got into the side of the things that this other guy, Lil Ghost or whatever, that Gface is acting like that ain't him, it's another guy. That's him. They're the same guy. I mean, you can see it. They look the same, but they even got the same name, Yuri, right? And you see Milk pulls this up, People versus Abrahamian, if I'm saying that correctly. An information file, February 29th, 08 charged Abrahamian, if I'm saying that correctly. If not, apologies, y'all, with the attempted, willful, deliberate, and premeditated murder of Yuri Ikiachian. I don't know how you say dude's name. Shout out to all the Armenians. I can't, I'm an American and I can't even pronounce Spanish right, you know what I mean? And I should be able to, but I can't. That here's some stuff that Milk highlighted on this paperwork here. Head tattoos at the time of his testimony. He had a tattoo on his forehead saying Green Eye Devil, and two tats saying LA, one on his head and one on his cheek. Yuri explained that the forehead tat was his rapping moniker, and the other tats were just the city he was from. Another tat, SOB, referred to a record label, Slash Crew. None of the tats were gang related. And then it says, Yuri admitted that at the preliminary hearing, he identified Abrahamyan as the driver and the person who shot at him. And he had told police that Skinny was the other person in the car. Yuri left the park because he was afraid that if the police caught him, either he would have violated his probation or he would have to testify. He did not want to be in court or to testify that day. Yuri did not want to talk about who did the shooting at Brand Park because he feared for his life and that of his family. So apparently he was saying, you know, he didn't want to cooperate with law enforcement, not because that ain't how we don't rock, you know, and like that gang life and all that, which I get it. If you're in court for whatever reason, you got a case, you ain't gonna be like, oh yeah, these tats, this is the hood I'm from, this is the gang I'm claiming, which was wild to see in that surveillance, or apologies y'all, interrogation room footage that just dropped of rapper Big Sad 1900. It's wild to see him pointing at his tats and talking about his gang neighborhood and where he's from and whatnot. That was a bit of a trip. Comment your thoughts on that whole situation as well. But you see, this is where Milk is saying, you was Lil Ghost from one hood, then you turned Gface from another hood. Same tats and all, LOL. And it's clear. It's clear as day that is the same individual. You was Lil Ghost from one hood, then you turned Gface from another hood. There's another, those that came with a clip from a music video, which I ain't gonna share because from what I've heard, you know, some cats like to striketh, you know. And then he says here, this was also a clip from an interview. Pay attention to his name, where he said his name was Yuri in this interview. And then Lil Ghost intrigues, try me, Armenian rap. This was the Lil Ghost joint, which is Gface, and he's rapping, you know, about you know, rating the title there, Armenian rap. So apparently, I don't know, I guess there's, you know, he went from repping that he was Armenian or whatever, which he is Armenian ethnically or whatever, but I'm saying that like that's who he rocked with. But then you also seeing him repping Mexican or what, Southsider hoods or whatever. You know what I'm saying? As always, y'all, Jay Coffee Talk is not no gang expert or nothing like that. I always keep it a buck with y'all. I'm a square, I'm an internet nerd. I just tap in on here to tap in on, you know, different content, different individuals in the blogosphere, different stuff that's shaking and moving in the headlines. You know, Milk is obviously a channel that I fuck with, been a fan of, you know, and watched him from like 5K subs to where he's at now. And we've gotten into talking about a lot of his back and forth with a lot of his different blogosphere ops, you know. It's a wild ride that Milk's had as he continues to push on, and here we are. Gface is his latest op. But as I was just saying though, we seen in the No Jumper interview, he was talking about that's who he was rocking with off the rip, you know, that he was like Armenian but got down in the Mexican gang. And what's that one dude's name? Mr. Capone-e. Like he's Middle Eastern, I believe, and you know is a Serrano or Southside or whatever. Like that was kind of the similar story that Gface was telling. But then we're seeing he, you know, things are just inconsistent in many ways, man. And I don't know. Seems he had some ish to say about Milk. What do y'all think? Will he rule the day that he mentioned MILK74's name in the blogosphere? Or is this what he wants? Do y'all think he wants this digital smoke with Milk, you know, for his name, to get the stock in his name and everything like that? I hate even saying it, but the clout, is that what it is? Is that what he wants? But you notice, I don't know if Milk has done a video on Gface. He only took it to the gram. You know, maybe that's him saying, yo, like, I just hit you on social networks. I ain't even gonna take it to the blogosphere with a video. You know, your light work out here. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But it's just so crazy, man. As we talk about this individual, there seems to be a lot of inconsistent things. I don't know if all that stuff that he talks about with his business is legit, right? if it is, as I saw, you know, with his whole get down, what we saw about him in the blogosphere, he had a video about the trucking, dispatching, and all that kind of ish that went crazy viral, I believe, on TikTok and everything. So it's like, if that's what it is, if he's really getting to the brethren, that cash flow, getting that legal bag, I just don't understand. Why not just stick to that? You know, why do you gotta, you know, tap into the blogosphere and paint all these different pictures in this way and click up with what's his name? What's that one name? What's that? Swifty Blue. And I guess they're beefing now. Even like, why do that if you're getting that legal bag and all that, you know? Or is he not really getting the legal bag like that? And that's cap, or is it he is, and you know, it's not even about the bag, it's just that celebrity status, that blogosphere YouTube bag, you know, that digital fame. Is that what it is? Is that what he wants? You know what I'm saying? Some people do the damnedest things when there really is no payoff to it other than some attention, you know? I don't know. So there you have it, man. MILK74 versus Gface, aka Lil Ghost. Comment and let me know what y'all think about it. Stay tuned for updates. And don't forget to sub up. It's J Coffee Talk, talking music, news, sports, current events, life, and much more. And I'm gone, y'all. Peace.